y'all. Welcome and welcome back. Peace and self-love to you. It's me, Mama King. I am the Divine Oracle. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for clicking on this reading. I hope you stay, or you can skip through and find a part that resonates with you. But we're all talking about October 2025, so it could be a multiple, um, in energies here, multiple dimensional situations happening, but this is for, general collective energy for the month of October 2025. We are in, it'll be Libra and Scorpio season in October, okay? Libra bringing it in here with, of course, justice. This could represent good judgment, or I'm getting some bad judgment and some sort of difficulty that may need to be separated. You could be separated from this energy, or you're trying to separate from this energy of bad judgment. And then there will appear a manifestation of some deeply held dream and the desires. You are preparing for a new beginning in this season. Okay. We have the healer, Page of Cups in reverse. So I don't know. This could be this result of some sort of bad judgment, self-judgment. Okay. Maybe you are someone who may have repeated some inconsistencies in your soul's work to yourself or to someone else. I'm getting a pretender, someone who may be maybe a self-delusion. This could have been you in the past. All right. I do have Sagittarius energy in reverse, the temperance, the golden flower. Now, this would be some underworld energy. Okay. There's a need to practice self-care rituals during this time, especially when we have this underworld energy coming up here. There's some inconjunction. There's some sort of misrepresentation, delusion, falsity. Something's not matching up. Okay, something is out of alignment. Also have the hero with Aries energy, the fool, the hero, Merlin, Virgo energy. We're currently in Virgo season at the time of this reading. Remember, this is a future reading, so you have to take it how it resonates. Time is cyclical and it's also timeless. Okay. Okay, so there could be some self-denial, but it looks like you need to be brave here. We're going deep, um, facing some of your deepest fears at this time, even the world. Okay. Um, this is a good time for self-care rituals, journaling, journal about what you need to let go of. Okay. In a time of receptivity, divine feminine energy, whether you're masculine or feminine, we're connecting with that inner wisdom at this time to prepare for the next moon cycle, which will be the new moon in Libra, I'm assuming. Think so. So let go of the need to control. Okay. Um, this blood moon, this past blood moon, or whatever happened with the moon, the the full moon experience we had here recently. Um, There was a lot of intensity here, okay? Bringing up opportunities for personal discovery and the manifestations of definitely these held dreams, which is coming to light. Could be in this new moon energy, it looks like. Something new, all right? A new time, new timeline, even for the world. So that'll be interesting. October is going to be a very interesting lookout, okay? Kairos is about time or the illusion of time, okay? Things syncing up, being aligned. You could be very, taking action on some decisions with ease here. You or someone else could be fighting against time, or, in certain circumstances or certain situations, time may be the enemy for whatever decisions are made or a manifestation, whether for you or someone else. There could be some opposition for sure. All right. But things will work out in a way that will bring something new. Happiness, joy, hopefully. Okay. Virgo could be significant. Aries could be significant. Let's take a look at the tear. Someone is sad. All right, there could be some tears that are opening up or letting you let go. It's okay, let them fall. Okay. Allow the swelling tide of emotion to run its elemental course. The tears must flow here for this energy to be satisfied or to bring about a new manifestation. It's a good idea to flow through this energy, okay? There could be a lot of drowning energies or feeling like you've been submerged. There could also be a lot of drama, a lot of darkness with this underworld energy. But I feel like that's just a time to heal. That's going to open up some opportunities to bring about a new healing that's desperately needed. Yeah, there could have been some bad judgments in the past, or I don't know if someone feels like they did something wrong. I don't feel like it's your fault. Okay, you've made some sort of judgment here. To bring something together, bring a tug of war energy, challenging to work through with we could have Aries and Scorpio here with the underworld, and then the Merlin energy that could represent Mars, a challenge, also passionate manifestations and fire, working through the challenges. At this point in this energy right here, this is a rite of passage in someone's life. A lesson is being learned so that you can become some sort of unstoppable force, okay? As above, so below. It's a minor aspect here. Whatever irritation, it's a minor irritation. Okay. Whatever is being separated or whatever was separated was something minor. It wasn't anything major. Maybe you've healed from the separation. You could have separated to heal, but it looks like something's coming back together again or something new. Okay, could be a dark night of the soul energy. This may lead you to compartmentalize or separate these different energies in your life so that they aren't at constant odds with each other. Okay, as above, so below. With it could be Sagittarius and Scorpio. I have another asteroid, some sort of breakup or um a powerful punch. Love and romantic affairs here, or having fears around romantic affairs. Someone could fear being married or being connected to someone, being rescued. Wow. You also could be very connected to the water, to the ocean. Maybe you feel very comfortable in the underworld energy of healing. Okay. It's a good time. Okay. Part of fortune. So it looks like you can check your part of fortune in your birth chart. They mark it with an X and it's calculated using your ascendant sign, your sun, and your moon. If you were born during the day, take your ascendant plus your moon or the degrees of your ascendant, your moon, and subtract your sun. If you're born during the night, then use your ascendant minus the moon plus the sun. Those are the degrees and numbers that show up, okay? And that will get your part of fortune as above, so below. Let's see. We do have Mars energy again, okay? Um, I'll look it up. And we have Neptune that's dealing with delusions, dreams, inspiration. It can be reality when it's present, but only if you're being honest with yourself. So whoever may be denying something is probably in some sort of delusion about this situation. Someone could also be using drugs to escape, alcohol, things like that. Okay. There could be tunnel vision, full moon. Look, tunnel vision, delusion concerning matters of love. We also have Venus and Mars. Okay, conjunction, in conjunct. Um, let's see. So yesterday, Venus and Mars were very important. Let me check the placements quickly here. So they're still in Virgo and Leo, like they were the other day when I read. I think I did a live, I'm not sure. Both planets are visible in the night sky, with Mars appearing low in the west after sunset and Venus shining brightly in the east before sunrise. That's what I'm seeing every day. I've been going out every morning before sunrise. Virgo and Leo are significant. It came out again with this Aries energy, also Neptune. So someone could be delusional about a relationship, whether it's real or whether it's not. It could be a true relationship and someone believes that it's not. It could be a false relationship and someone believes it's true. Let me see what the significance is of this Mars and Venus. I thought I'd keep pausing this, but anyway, Mars in a Leo signifies a confident, dramatic, and potentially egotistical individual who craves the spotlight and expresses passions with intensity, while Venus in Virgo indicates a desire for practical love. Okay, that could sound familiar. An appreciation of for acts of service and a focus on detailed gestures rather than grand pronouncements. So the combination suggests a person with a large public persona. This is the energy currently for October 2025. It changes every 2.5 months, so I don't know if it'll still be that way. Um, Person with a large public persona and a practical, grounded approach to personal relationships and finances. This could also be your personal birth chart. Mars in Leo, Venus in Virgo. Um, A grounded approach to personal relationships and finances, potentially struggling with expressing deep emotions or valuing partners who demonstrate care through consistent action. So something's not matching up. Somebody got a big old ego. Somebody else is very loving and caring. It could be masculine and feminine either way. Okay. Mars is typically masculine. Venus is typically feminine. But they both carry the masculine and feminine energy, truthfully. Because Scorpio is feminine and uh Gemini with what? Who else is on Venus? Oh, Libra. Libra is masculine. Okay. So Libra, we're currently in Taurus moon. Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, and Aries are significant. You likely possess, let's see, drive, passion, and presence with the Mars and Leo energy. Venus and Virgo is practicality, service, and discernment. So there could be high standards, public actions are bold and attention seeking, while your personal life is governed by a practical need for order, reliability, and intelligent choice, challenges, and expression. You may struggle to blend the romantic flair of Leo with the pragmatic nature of Virgo, leading to a disconnect between your public desire to shine and your private desire for a grounded, functional connection. And that could be the in conjunction here with the delusions. Let me see where Neptune is currently. Current position of Neptune. Neptune. Neptune represents inspiration, dreams, and illusions. As of September 2025, it's in Aries. And it's, oh no, it's in Pisces. I'm sorry. It's in Pisces. Okay. Though it will transition to Aries in March 2026 after a brief retrograde in Pisces in late 2025. So is it in? Okay, so it's going to be retrograde here soon. Neptune will. Wow. And that would be in October. Retrograde into Pisces. Neptune would temporarily retrograde back into Pisces in late October 2025. Transition to Aries. Neptune will enter Aries in March 2026 after a nearly 165-year journey through the zodiac. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. So it is in Pisces at this time, and it's going to retrograde to Pisces in October. What? I don't understand. Anyway, what does this mean? It means Neptune in Pisces signifies a powerful dual emphasis on spiritual awakening, heightened empathy, and boundless imagination. Y'all better get ready for this. I hope you're ready for this. Please be prepared for these spiritual awakenings. This is some beautiful energy here. Indulging in self-care, writing, making your journals, connecting with your inner wisdom, preparing for this next moon cycle. I feel a little bit out of whack. Okay. I don't really have a real grip on time at this time. I don't feel like I have a really good grip on time, but I know that I'm protected and safe because I've done the work. I've done the groundwork. I have a strong physical and mental foundation and emotional. Okay, so I don't feel too afraid to be a little loopy right now. You may feel that way also, or you may be feeling a little out of sorts. It could be disturbing to some, okay? But that's the choice of how you feel or how you maintain, or sometimes you can't really control, how the energies around you and what's happening in the universe. You can't really control that, but you can control how you respond to it. So Neptune in Pisces signifies a powerful and a dual emphasis, a double emphasis on spiritual awakening, heightened empathy, and balanced imagination, while also bringing challenges like disillusionment, where you're going to see the truth here, clarity, escapism, and blurred boundaries where things don't really seem real. And as a ruling planet of Pisces, this placement amplifies qualities such as artistic expression, compassion, and a deep connection to the collective unconscious, but can also manifest as spiritual deception of self-victimization if the shadows are not navigated with awareness. That's what I just said. Okay, so we're going to know who's been doing their shadow work. Okay. Um, October 2025 is going to prove to be very spiritually motivated. Let's say that. We have the Day of the Dead celebrations, so-called Halloween, whatever, as above, so below for the children. So they need to let go of control, or there's a let go of the need to control. As above, so below. All right, so we have angelic frequency. The angels are here in this energy, y'all. A very potent connection. And believe me, you are safe, especially if you're under here resonating with me. Okay. Chamber of the not violent, violet, purple. Karmic release or radical transformation is happening here in the underworld and the root chakra energy. Okay. Sagittarius and Scorpio, as above, so below. This is always usually a high spiritual time. We're just coming into this awareness, so as a collective. So we're going to be able to control the energy by controlling ourselves and doing our own individual work spiritually, because we're all on different timelines in that sense, in all different levels. So, and nobody's higher, nobody's better. We're all just doing the work. Okay, because we go through ebbs and flows. Sometimes we're really low, sometimes we're really high, sometimes we're just in between. Okay. As long as that's happening, you're still alive. You're still able to function. Crystal skull wisdom, a lot of clarity, divine healing, and high vibrational energy is here. I have the King of Swords in reverse, the Temperance in reverse, and the Page of Cups in reverse with the Merlin, the hero, in the upright. So we're definitely doing some soul star activation for the full moon energy, it looks like. The full moon can also shed light on inner truths, bringing clarity and personal discoveries, okay? Fulfilling your soul contracts and remembering who you are is the key to success. Yeah, I wish it was so easy, much easier understood, but we got to clear away all that darkness and all that gunk before everything makes sense. Believe me, you have a sweet surprise when you connect to this inner wisdom here. And you go through this karmic release of a radical transformation. That's usually Pluto energy, but it looks like Neptune is taking care of this, which could befall, break open a lot of illusions that were here before. Okay, as this angelic frequency comes in here. It's a lot of protection. Okay, so don't y'all worry. Don't be worried. Don't be scared. Okay, just float on through, okay, into the unknown. Trust me. I hope I've gained the trust of some of you guys here, recently. I don't take that lightly. Okay. I know it has to be earned. I've been in enough situations to know how heartbreaking and disheartening it is to realize that someone you may have trusted in could be an illusion or not what they appear to be, and you realize that. Okay, wisdom is at play here. Your intuition knows more than you do, so let that play out. Okay, and it looks like we are raising our voices here, or there's a voice. You are here to be known, so you got to speak up so that you can be seen. Okay, we're talking with time again and the metamorphosis of false beliefs. All right. Um, you could be gaining clarity within this chaotic energy in October, so please be prepared for that. You have a lot of power and strength here. Um, as long as you want to make a change, as long as you surrender to the change and not fight against it. So once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are illuminated, so are the ways that we can release the false limitations that confine us. Okay, because once we realize what the healing that we actually need as an individual, because everybody lives a different life, even though they could be similar. But whatever you need as an individual will be coming to light here, or is coming to light as we're in this time of shadow work, deep shadow work. It seems to be happening all over the world. So you're not alone, all right? We're all here doing this together, fulfilling our soul contracts and remembering who we are. As above, so below. So something is healthy. We got healthy energy with this Page of Cups, even though it could be, sad time right now. It looks like it's a good tear. Okay, good tears, good crying. It's a healthy cry. All right. And July is significant. That would be Cancer and Leo energy. Let me get something else here for the Sagittarius and the underworld. It's a heart failure. Someone could have heart failure. I don't know if that's hmm. Give me the heart failure, please. Is there some overwhelming energies here? Overwhelming emotions, possibly? It could be an actual physical heart failure, but it says healthy. You snooze, you lose. Someone's not going to be able to recover, or somebody's not going to be able, won't transform in this time in October. So there could be some sort of loss or something or separation. Okay, you snooze, you lose. Someone's asleep. They haven't woken up to the spiritual awakening yet. Okay, as above, so below. Hopefully they'll get this message in time so things can start working. Okay, I'm looking at a random act of violence here. I don't know. What's that? King of Scrolls, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's in the future position. Someone could become violent because their intuition is blocked. They're not able to connect. They won't be able to connect. Yeah, because the universe is shaking things up. This could be tower energy here. Hmm. There's a soul contract to be fulfilled. You know, I guess, it's your perspective whether things are positive or negative. That's the only thing I can say. I mean, we just lay out the information and then you decide what to do with it. That's what happens. All right. In anything, it doesn't necessarily have to be tarot, and it's just any information, any sort of spiritual teachings or any sort of teachings, even earthly teachings. Okay. Things are being shook up here in October, as above, so below. So we do have separation, celebration with the family. You could be the family leader, patriarch, matriarch, okay, a champion, some sort of achievement here in the community, but the community is in despair. Something's faded about the community. There's a lack of inspiration, a lack of gratitude. This could be due to a leader here not setting up a good foundation. Okay, let me go ahead and look at these. So when it's time for self-care and journaling, it is time for you to look at your own relationships, whether it's family or friends, co-workers, reach out to them. Don't be afraid to take the leading hand when it's needed. Someone needs to step up. And right now it's you. Okay. The champion, an achiever. Okay, so whatever this celebration is, don't let it go to your head. This is future energy, so don't become arrogant. It could undo your progress. But if you turn your back on a half-finished job, you may see these successes fall away. Okay. That could have already happened to someone, or this is a warning. Take heed. And you could be giving away too much of your energy here. Um, Especially if you are feeling emotionally drained. Now, being sad or experiencing some sort of grief doesn't necessarily drain you emotionally. So take note of your feelings. Just because I'm saying something doesn't mean it's true for you. All right. Or you could be somewhere in between, or you know someone. So please just take it how it resonates with you. Please do not send me any sort of negative energy because I'm not here to hurt anybody. But I also understand when you get triggered or when there's things in there that need to be moved around, you tend to lash out. And I'm not taking it personally or anything like that, but just be respectful of my feelings. I do have them. Okay. I do. I don't let things affect me anymore, the negativity, but I really don't want to deal with it right now. Okay. Um, Maybe it's time for you to step back and just focus on your own well-being. Okay. This has to do with your community, your neighborhood, your people, rebuilding your own city before you reach out to help others with theirs. All right. Yeah, I like that. That's a good thing here. Something is faded. You got to accept some sort of help or guidance or ask for help. I'm telling you, if you're one of them strong folks, okay, the ones that need to be checked on for real, you're the leader of the family, you're guiding things, your matriarch, patriarch energy. I don't care if it's the leader of the company. Um, Organization, whatever it is, you have this obligation to yourself to maintain your emotional health and your mental health for the others that you're helping or that you're standing in some sort of leadership position. Someone could be looking up to you, or you just could be an example to someone right now as they're going through and awakening to who they are. Okay. We have fate energy, accepting help, asking for help and guidance. It's okay. You don't know everything. You need some help. Trust me. You've probably been doing a lot of things on your own, and now you're at this final step where you have to reach out and help some. Ask for help. The helper needs help, y'all. The helper needs help. The healer needs healing forevermore. Because we're not going to stop this. Okay? So you may have prayed and asked for help, but there's going to be something that's unexpected here to help you. You may not be able to see it right now, or you can't see what's causing you to struggle. There's something hidden from you, okay? But it's going to be revealed. It's going to be cleared out of the way. There could be someone plotting against you. So if somebody else can see something that you can't see, they're not going to let you face anything unknown. Your spiritual guides, these it could be your spiritual guides and your spiritual guides, your spiritual team, your people around you, some people around you, because people can appear to be in community with you and be in some sort of alignment, but they really aren't. But there's some unexpected source here. Look out for the signs that will guide you to the right direction, okay? So you got to keep your spiritual eye open here. So, as you guys are getting back on track here, there could have been something that, you could have been having a hard time finding the positive side of it. Could have had a lot of setbacks, a lot of challenges, that kind of chips away at our confidence, at our optimism, at our inspiration. You could have been like, with this disillusionment and this Neptune energy, you could have been caught up in some sort of escapism energy at one point, whether it's just your mentals, your codependency, drugs, alcohol, things like that. Okay, just escapism, just, trying to get by, right? You could have been too high-minded or too idealistic about something or a relationship. We all been there, okay? But the reality is sitting in, and it could have made you feel despondent or, no energy. So just reflect back on that intuition, on that remembrance, um, as you try to get yourself back on track, okay? So you'll be calling back your energy from whatever may have felt depleted. Even just going through daily battles and doing all this shadow work, can deplete your energy. Not that someone's trying to take anything from you, but this is where your rest and your, just really kind of focusing on yourself a little bit. Um, don't let it overtake you. Just keep the balance. So you got balance for yourself and then balance for those outside of you, okay? Because that's what your heart desires. It seems to be someone really loves being helpful to others, and that's good. But we have to take care of ourselves first, y'all, okay? So let me close up here with this final oracle. I'm looking at this random act of violence here. Someone could have performed a random act of violence. I don't know if they lashed out to someone, projected, because the King of Swords is in reverse. This could have blocked someone's intuition, or that was their intention for you, okay? So what's the overall healing energy here? And then we got justice. Justice by fulfilling your soul contracts. So things are not what they seem. You're only trapped by your illusion. Okay? Hold on. So, I don't know. There could have been a separation that was just an illusion. They really weren't separated. You could have separated from someone energetically, or somebody being trapped in an illusion is holding you back. You got to step out of the matrix. It's time to unplug. Okay, there's something that's going on that hasn't been seen before. You got to step into your personal power and release yourself from illusions of separation. You are connected to everything. You are being called to create a new reality by honoring the true you within. With you, that's the reality. For all you seek is already there. Okay, so there's been some illusion cast on your vision to think that you were not who you either claimed to be or knew deep inside you who you were. This is your personal power. So there's a need to rise up, wise one, and activate your authentic light. And as you do this, you start to see how everything has been manipulated to portray a specific outcome. So once you remove yourself from this, you're free to be whatever you want and create what you need. So embrace the new opportunities that are unfolding for you and within you. I wish y'all the very best. Please, with all my heart, stay blessed and grounded. And I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.